Hi everyone, I'm Cheryl and welcome to the Sewing Room channel. In this tutorial, I've got a really fast and easy project for you, a great beginner's project, and it is a towel apron. Now, if you are interested in other types of towel aprons, make sure you check below your YouTube screen for a video link to a playlist that will show you all kinds of options because I've got a lot of towel aprons. So you scroll down to the description section, click on Show More, or the down arrow and you will see those links appear. All right, for this apron, all you need is one kitchen towel of your choice. Doesn't matter which one it is. Then you've got two options for your waist ties. You can either use this double fold, extra wide bias tape, and this would be used for the waist ties, or for this towel, I'm taking some polyester ribbon that is washable. It's 1.5 inches wide. So you could use this or this. First step is to determine how much of your ribbon or the extra wide bias tape you need. So you want to wrap it around your waist, tie it in a bow to see how much you need, and then cut that off. If you're using the bias tape, you want to fold it over and press it with your iron. If you're using the 1.5 inch wide ribbon, you want to fold it over and then fold it over again and then stitch close to this edge. And you do this at both ends. If you're using the extra wide bias tape, when it's folded, you'll notice that the two edges don't come close together. There's a little bit of a gap. It's made that way on purpose. So you want to make sure that your folded, the shorter folded side is going to be on your top of the towel. So here is the front side of my towel. For this particular towel project, you want to turn it over to where the back of your towel is showing. Then you need to find the center. So fold it over, and then up here at the top edge, you're going to place a straight pin to mark that center. Find the center of your ribbon, fold it in half, and put a pin there. Then match the two pins. And you're going to take that shorter edge of the bias tape. Remember, I told you the edges don't come together. You're going to put it right on the top here. And you're bringing the fold right up against the edge of the towel and pin it all the way across. Now here is the folded edge at each end of your bias tape. Fold it in half. Now stitch down the end here to close it up. And then you're going to stitch close to the edge here all the way across, and then continue stitching across the top edge of your apron all the way down to the other end. If you want to use the wide ribbon, 1.5 inch wide, again you would put the center of the ribbon on the center of the towel and line it up on the edge. And I recommend that you pin the ribbon down and then stitch across the top edge all the way across and down here to the other edge. Then stitch down and then stitch back across to here and then stitch up. And then you're done with the waist ties. After you're done stitching this on, then you want to take the bottom edge of the towel and bring it up towards your waist tie. Now you can leave a little bit of space in there if you want, or you can bring it all the way up. I'm just going to leave a little bit of a gap, not much. It's really up to you. Then you're going to decide how many pockets you want. So you can have one, you stitch down the middle and you have two giant pockets. Or if you want to break it up and just have 4 even little pockets, or maybe one narrow one, one wide one. It depends on what you want, because this is going to be kind of a work apron. Once you decide where you want your pockets, then you're going to start at the bottom and back stitch, and then stitch up to the edge here and back stitch. So you'll go across stitching the little dividers between the pockets. Also, don't forget, at each end of the towel, you need to stitch it closed. Well, I just finished mine. It took me about 10 minutes to do all of the sewing, and I did 4 pockets across here, and these are large enough to really put whatever you want in it. Now, I want to show you a couple of other towel projects that you can do that are real quick. So let's take a look. This one here I think is my favorite towel apron that I've ever made. I used quilting fabric for the waist tie. It's got a ruffle around the bottom edge and sides, and it also has these cute little round pockets, and these pockets are really easy to make. This one's really cute. It's got little pineapples on it. Again, I used quilting fabric for the waist ties, and then I stitched a border all the way around. I thought this was really pretty and very functional. It does have these pockets, very basic pockets, very quick to make these. On this one, I have just a casing. In other words, I folded the towel over, stitched it down, and I created a drawstring, and it's made out of quilting fabric, and there's a border down here. So if you wanted to, you could gather this up to make it look just a little more fluffy as you're wearing it. Don't forget, the little towel aprons could be made for children too. This is made for a little toddler, and it's just an apron cut in half. I made a little heart shape and stitched it on, a little bit of rickrack, and again, it has that drawstring type, so if they're really little, they can kind of grow into it. This is a bib apron, and I used just bias tape on all of the edges, and I put some extra wide rickrack across. This is one whole towel, and I cut off the corners up here to make it into a bib apron, and it also has rickrack up here at the top as well as down here at the bottom. Now let me show you the back. This apron is easy for them to put on because it's a cross back, so they can just put this up over their head and put their arms through here. Well, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope I've inspired you to try working with towels and making them into these cute, adorable aprons. Now don't forget, you can also use your towels to make pot holders. I've done that too. So I will have a pot holder playlist down below your YouTube screen in the description section. Don't forget to look for the playlist link for the other towel aprons. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and check out my Facebook page. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time, and happy sewing. If you like the Sewing Room channel, one of the best ways to show your support is to subscribe by clicking on that red subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to click on share to share this video with your friends. And make sure you click on the bell so you receive notifications for all my new videos. I'm Cheryl. This is Manny. See you next time.